dramatic performance of the story of Sudama the Brahmana. A long time ago, in the holy city of Vrindavan, Krishna and his beloved friend Sudama attended the Gurukul taught by Sandipani. One day, the Guru assigned the class to go into the woods and collect firewood. Before they all left, the Guru called Sudama back.
Sudama. Sudama.
Hold it up close to your...
Sudama.
Wait. Just now coming. There you go.
Sudama. It might be a while before you come back, and you may get hungry. In case that happens, take this puffed bag of rice and share it with the others.
The class split into separate groups. Krishna and Sudama were having so much fun that they did not realize how far they had traveled off. Much time had passed, and it started to get dark.
Sudama, it's getting dark. I think we better head back.
I agree. It's getting a little scary. But which way is back?
I have no idea. I thought you knew the way.
No, Krishna, I was just following you. Oh no, I'm afraid we're lost. And look, it's horribly dark. And look, it's starting to rain. Surely the tigers will eat us tonight. Krishna, I'm too young to die.
Do not worry, Sudama. Look, there's a tree. We can climb and sleep in it all night. The tigers cannot reach us there.
The boys climbed the tree and kept shelter under the canopy. They were safe, but very cold and frightened. The whole ground was overflowed with water, but together they were warm. They quickly became hungry, however, and just then Sudama remembered the puffed rice his guru had given him. He began to eat them in secret, not wanting to share with Krishna.
Sudama, are you eating food? I am so hungry.
No, it's just my teeth chattering from the cold. I also am starving.
But Krishna, in his supreme personality, knew that Sudama was lying. He did not say anything for the compassion toward his friend. The night passed, and Krishna and Sudama were able to find their way back home. Many years passed, and the children were grown up. Krishna went to Dwarka to become king. Sudama married Sushila, a pious lady. They had many children, and it became increasingly difficult to feed the family with his meager income. One day,
Sushila, I'm very hungry. Can I have something to eat?
Stand up, Sudama, so everybody can see you.
Please drink this rice, Guru.
Is this all? Is there nothing else to eat?
Swami, the grain we have will not last much longer, but if you will listen to me, I have a suggestion.
What is it, Sushila?
You have always been speaking of your childhood friend Krishna. Is he not the king now? Would he deny us help if you asked him?
Krishna! My dear friend Krishna! But how can I ask him? It won't be right.
Look at the way we are living now. If not for yourself, for your children's sake, you must change your mind.
All right, I will go to him. I also miss him very much.
You can take this bag of puffed rice. It's his favorite.
Sudama set out to travel to Krishna's palace. It was a long and tiring journey that took several days. Finally reached Krishna's palace.
Stop! Who are you? What brings you here?
My name is Sudama, and I want to meet the king. We grew up together and studied at the Gurukul. He's my childhood best friend, and I thought I would pay my respects to him.
Go away, you fool. Even if what you're saying is true, Krishna will want nothing to do with you. He's a great king now, and you are nothing more than a beggar.
But still, Sudama persisted. He waited with the guards day and night until finally, one of them went to ask Krishna about it.
Sudama, is that really you? After all these years, you have chosen to remember me? Come inside, Sudama. You are an honored guest.
Sudama was bathed with sweet-smelling perfumed oils, given rich clothes, and after a feast, the two friends sit down to talk. Sudama is bewildered by the Lord's grace and kindness towards him.
What is in that upper cloth you are hiding?
Nothing, Krishna. It really is nothing.
Come on, I know. Sushila wouldn't have sent you empty-handed. Give it to me at once.
Sudama was too ashamed to give the Lord the small, tattered bundle of puffed rice. The Lord read Sudama's thoughts and the sense of shame and the simple devotion that went with it. He knew that it was this humility, deep-rooted in the soul of Sudama, that was preventing him from offering Krishna the bundle.
So, Sudama, you do remember that I like sweet puffed rice the most. You must have told us your family. That's why they sent so much of it.
With each mouthful Krishna ate, more and more of Sudama's home got filled with riches. Sudama did not know this and was too overwhelmed by the generosity that Krishna had shown him to ask for more. After a few days of ecstatic stay with his friend, Sudama left with a heavy heart to rejoin his family. In his journey back home, Sudama smiled a lot to himself, recalling the several incidents that had occurred in the palace. But as he neared his home, he remembered that he had not fulfilled the actual purpose of his visit. He was pondering over the possible excuses he could give his wife. He was pleasantly surprised to see that his hut had transformed into a grand castle.
Swami, look at the magic your friend has accomplished. He has showered upon us untold kindness.
Oh, now I understand the significance of what happened at Krishna's palace and the way of the Lord.
Despite all the wealth bestowed upon him, Sudama chose to lead an austere life for the rest of his days. He was forever grateful for the merciful kindness Lord Krishna had shown to him. This pastime shows Krishna's timeless and unconditional love for all of his devotees. All are equal in the eyes of the Lord, and he does not differentiate between people based on caste, wealth, nor social status. We too should learn to respect each individual, as each one is a creation of that supreme being, Krishna.